Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. See what former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Shaibu, said about Edwin Clark, that is causing serious reaction. Edwin Clark, a former strong voice in the Niger Delta, a man who hailed from Delta State, 97 years of age, passed on, a few days ago. Before his passing on, we've also seen Adebanjo of the Afenifere also pass on, and these are strong voices in our nation and in our society, elders in our society. And what is said about this man, everybody's just wondering, Philip, Shaibu, the man is dead, and this is what you can say. You see what I mean now? Exactly. So it's what Philip Shaibu said. That is what is really causing the real reaction as everybody begin to wonder, Philip Shaibu, what happened? What happened? Philip Shaibu said this man, he knew the man who, talked about, some kind of fierce, a fierce person and what have you, that he was, was someone not to toy with and what, and his encounter with him. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. The former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, mourns Edwin Clark, said he was a fearless voice, a fierce man. The former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, has mourned the death of the former Federal Commissioner for Information and South-South leader Edwin Clark, who died at the age of 97. The former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, stated on his verified Twitter page on Tuesday, "I joined the nation in mourning the passing of the foremost nationalist, elder statesman, and an advocate for justice, Chief Edwin Komboye Clark. His dynasty is not just a loss to the Niger Delta region, but to Nigeria as a whole. This was a man who stood for the people," he added. Chief Edwin Clark was a fearless man, fierce, and he would speak, no matter who it was, to authority. A bridge builder, a guardian, and our collective counselor. Through decades of unwavering service, he stood tall in the fears of equality, research control, and the advantage of the Niger Delta people was always his foremost desire. He stated further, "Indeed, a patron has transited to the great beyond. I deeply admire his lifelong dedication to truth, justice, the unity of our dear nation." He was one of those voices who spoke without thinking of consequences. He would speak as it is. The All Progressive Congress chieftain noted, "On behalf of my family, I extend my heartfelt condolences to the Edwin Clark family, the town in Ijaw Nation, and the Ijaw Nation, the people of the Niger Delta, and all who loved him. May the Almighty God grant you all the strength to bear the foremost loss, and may his soul rest in perfect peace." The recent statement by the former Deputy Governor of Edo State, the chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, on his verified Twitter page has generated lots of reactions from his fans and numerous people. He says he once met with Edwin Clark, and is one of those people who will speak regardless of what is going on. He will say it as it is, irrespective of the consequences and those he has offended. He will say it as it is. My meeting with him was one of a man who truly is a lion. So this is Philip Shaibu's encounter with him. He said this guy was a lion. He was fierce. He will say it as it is, and he does not care, who he offends in the process, or who is getting what, or he does not care. He will just say it as it is. He says, so that was a man, a real voice, in the nation, and he's quite very, very, dismayed that this man has gone through the great beyond, and what have you. And he says he has encountered this man before, and the way things went, he just feel very strongly that the nation, first of all, the Ijaw people, the Niger Delta people, they've really missed a great person, one who could possibly, as being a voice for them, and he says it was really, really sad. It's really, really sad. So he shares he sends his condolences, he shares his, his heartfelt, words to his family, to the Niger Delta people, and to the, and to the nation at large for losing such a great man. Fellow Shaibu said this man, his meeting with him was, was one of those people who you see and you can tell that he was not missing words. It was not those who beat around the corner or who is trying to please anybody. He says it as it is. Deal with it. It's either you like it or you don't like it. Either you get it or you don't get it. So that was the man. And he cannot forget their meeting, which is quite interesting. Quite interesting, I must say. And so Philip Shaibu, as you know him, one who would speak, he has spoken and he has sent his condolences. Edwin Clark was a strong voice, himself, Adebanjo, they are strong voices that keep speaking for the nation, for the people, and keep speaking to government, telling them off when they misbehave and tell them that you did not do well. These are some of the things that have happened in recent times. And the truth of it is we cannot continue to be quiet, pretend like we don't know what has happened. 2 elders in the nation has passed on, and these are not just elders, they are elders indeed. They are not just elders, they are elders indeed. Elders who had the interest of Nigerians and the voice of the people, and will not beat around the bush. So it's a day to really celebrate life. As much as we're celebrating life, we're also, very much crying for the passing on of these very great leaders, great voices of the Niger Delta who spoke, for the people. And it's really not a very pleasant time, to just smile and say, you know what, things have gone, and that is the way it is. In life, we all know that there is a day for birth, there is a day for death. For every human being, a birth and a death day is not negotiable. Yeah, a birth and a death day is not negotiable. It will surely happen, and every one of us will see it. It is what it is. It is what it is, and so it is important that we all continue to hope for the best and do what is right for the people in order to move the nation forward. Without missing words, it is important that we clearly and sincerely speak out for what is true and what is right. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.